I'm Anthony McLemore, and this is my Robinhood Portfolio. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of this 0 to 10K challenge. If this is your first time stopping by on the channel, what I'm trying to do is grow a Robinhood portfolio and a WeBull portfolio to $10,000 by using two different investing strategies. The Robinhood portfolio will be dividend investing, and the WeBull portfolio will be growth investing. For this week's video, I'm going to be focused on the Robinhood portfolio, and I will be adding $100 more to the portfolio, and I'll be showing you exactly what stocks I plan to invest in this portfolio. So let's get started. What's up, guys? I'm your host, Anthony McLemore, and welcome back to the Centennial Investor. On this channel, I like to talk about side hustles, investing in real estate, making money online, and overall stock market investing. So I've been doing a lot of stock market investing videos recently. And I think the reason for that is that I've been stuck at home like many other people and just trying to find a productive use of my time. So with that, I started a challenge of trying to grow a portfolio to $10,000, two portfolios to $10,000, I should say, about 2 weeks ago, and this is the second week of that challenge. So if you haven't already, it would really mean a lot to me if you smash that like button and also subscribe if you like my kind of content and want to see more content like this. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So as I said, this week's video is going to be focusing on the Robinhood portfolio, and the Robinhood portfolio is the dividend side of this investing challenge. So as of today, my Robinhood portfolio is valued at $302.64. So on the day right now, we're down about $3.30 or 1.08%. And this is on a Monday, so I'm actually going to release this video on a Wednesday, but I'm going ahead and record it on a Monday so I can stay consistent and make sure I don't have any conflicting time requirements. So if we go to the week, we can see that on the week I am down 0.65% or $1.97. So it has been a pretty fluctuating week, as most of the week has been red, but you can see like up over the end of the week I was up about almost 0.5%, so not anything crazy. So it has been a pretty fluctuating week. So you can see that on the month chart I'm up $2.64. And I was up at one point as high as $15, so that was amazing. But as I'm investing for the long term, I don't really have a lot of concerns about the short-term fluctuations, as that is expected at this time in the stock market. So, and on a 3-month chart, you can see that there's not much activity on the 3-month chart, but I am up the same $2.64. On the 1-year chart is when things start to get crazy. So on the 1-year chart, I'm down $712, and the all-time chart, I'm down $998. And this is because, as I explained in one of my recent videos, I had a short period where I wanted to be a day trader, and obviously that was a big mistake. So what I'm going to be trying to do, as well as growing this portfolio to $10,000, is trying to get this portfolio back into the green as quickly as possible. So that may take a while. So if you want to stick around for that, then hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. So going back into the purpose of today's video, I want to fund this account with 100 smackaroos and get started on the stocks that I want to buy for today. So as always, I'm going to go to my account, I'm going to go to transfers, and I'm going to go transfer to Robinhood. Going to type in 100 big ones. Bada bing, bada boom, submit, instant access. There we go. So right now, to see how much buying power we have $113.97. So let's do something with this new money. My Robinhood chart, I guess when I deposited the money, just started doing something really weird. I'm not sure exactly what it's doing. So I think me depositing money broke the Robinhood platform. I don't know. But before I buy the stocks for this week, I want to do a quick overview of the stocks I already own, and that is ExxonMobil. I own one share of ExxonMobil, and right now I am up 11.39% on ExxonMobil. That's huge. I didn't really think it was going to be up this much, but that is a pretty good percentage to be up. The next stock I own is O Realty. I own one share of O Realty, and I am up 6.71% on O Realty. Moving forward really fast, I have one share of AGNC Investment, and on that investment, I'm up 0.93%. And then I have AT&T. On this stock, I have 2 shares, and I am down 3.5% on those 2 shares. The next stock I own is Coca-Cola, and on Coca-Cola, I am down 2.89%. So, and also on Delta Air, I am down 5.64%. And on Walgreens, I bought this stock last week, I am down 2%. So there's a quick overview of my portfolio, and now to get into adding new shares to this portfolio. So I did a video on Monday about the stocks that were on my watch list about what I wanted to add to the portfolio. And I think I'm going to add 2 of those stocks to this portfolio. I may not add all of the ones I talked about. I talked about 5 stocks. So if you want to check that video out, then I'll post a link in the description below. But I think I'll add about 2 of those stocks. So first things first, let's add my first stock that I want to buy, and that is AT&T. AT&T already makes up about 20% of my portfolio, but I really believe in this company. I really think it's going to rebound well from this pandemic. So I'm just going to keep adding small shares until I have a little bit more capital to invest in. And I'm just going to add 1 more share of AT&T to my portfolio. So we're going to click buy. We're going to click 1. Let's review it and let's submit it. So there we go. We own 1 more share of AT&T. And the next stock I want to buy this week is a share of Coca-Cola. So both of these stocks were down on the day, but I feel like these are a pretty good deal to get into right now. I feel like Coca-Cola may be a little bit overvalued, but I don't know. I do feel like it's a good time to get into Coca-Cola as my personal opinion. I am not a professional professional financial advisor, so you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt, obviously. But this is just a 21-year-old sharing his opinions on the internet about stocks and things that he wants to invest in. So we go into Coca-Cola, and let's buy 1 share of Coca-Cola. Submit. With this $100 a week challenge, it is going to be pretty slow building this portfolio at first. I may actually start adding $200 a week to each portfolio when the time comes. I feel a little bit more confident in the portfolio. But as far as a beginner and starting to begin investing in these portfolios, I'm going to start off really small for like the first 1, 2, or 3 months. So 3 months down the road, you may see me adding upwards of $500 to each portfolio. I don't know yet. I'll have to see how everything goes. So that is my Coca-Cola position. So now I have $38.86 left of buying power that I can use to buy more stocks. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma right now. I'm either thinking about investing in Regions Financial or I'm thinking about investing in Ford. So I may try to do a little bit of both. So I think I might buy 2 shares of Regions Financial and 1 share of Ford. I don't know. Both stocks have a little bit of their own flaws that come with them. So you always have to be a little bit cautious when investing in stocks that, aren't the most strong at this point. I'm going to look up Regions Financial, and this is the one that I feel a little bit more confident about. It's trading at $9.82 right now. If I do a quick analysis, it has been very volatile. I know for a fact it's been volatile on the year. It was upwards of $16 and now it's trading about $9.81 or 82 cents, and it's down about 40%, almost 40% on the year. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to buy 2 shares of Regions Financial and submit that order, and there we go. So I know Robinhood's statistics aren't always the best, but I'm going to look at them for this purpose anyway. And right now it says the dividend yield on Regions Financial is 6.01%. And analysts say it's 46% of buy and 50% of hold and 4% of sell. With this being said, I really like Regions. I'm from the South, so I really like Regions as a company. And I think it is a pretty strong company to be invested in personally for the long term. And I think that it will end up doing well once this world pandemic passes. So moving forward, I have about $19.24 left of buying power. I don't want to buy a lot of this next company that I'm buying, but I'll see how it goes. So the next company that I'm buying is obviously Ford. I talked about it just before this. Ford, the only thing I don't like about Ford is that on the 5-year chart, it has been increasingly moving in a downward direction. So you can see that it has not really brought a lot of growth for its investors. And I think that for a dividend portfolio investor, that this is not such a bad sign as long as it consistently makes its dividends. But as you may know, Ford has recently cut its dividends for a short period of time. So right now may not be the best looking sign of Ford. Another thing with Ford is that they also maxed out their credit line. So they have about $30 to $60 billion of cash sitting on hand. So I think that they're going to be okay when they're coming out of this situation, but for now the graph just doesn't look too appealing for me to invest a ton of money in it. But I do also just want to have a small stake of it in my portfolio. So I'm just going to use $5 of my buying power, and I'm going to buy 1 share Ford in this portfolio just so I can keep an eye on it. If it starts to do well, I'll obviously add more shares to it in this portfolio, but for now I'm just going to add 1 share. But for right now, I have $14.11 of buying power left. I was going to buy a share of Occidental Petroleum Corporation, but I don't have enough buying power to buy a full share, and I'm not yet approved for fractional purchases yet. So I think that might be it for my stock purchases in today's video. I want to end this video by going back over to my WeBull portfolio and seeing how that is performing on the day. So this portfolio is down 0.86% on the day. That's not really that terrible. I'm not concerned about that. But I'm going to go to my WeBull portfolio really quickly and see how that portfolio is performing. So here's my WeBull portfolio. It is valued at $874.25. If I go to the performance on the day, we can see that on the day it is down $3.48. The only thing about WeBull is that it's kind of hard to see as simple your day movements as it is on Robinhood. Like, I really don't like how WeBull has its overall layout personally. But you see, as far as WeBull, here are the stocks that I own. I got Regions Financial over here as well, Coca-Cola, Yeti, AGNC, Apple, just a whole bunch of other companies. I do a video that goes more in depth on the stocks that I own in this portfolio once I start to add more money to it. So for right now, I'm just trying to catch my Robinhood portfolio up to this portfolio in value. And I think within the next 2 weeks, if I add $200 a week to the Robinhood portfolio, I'll be able to catch it up in value to this portfolio. So I just want to give you a quick update on the stocks that I own in this portfolio really fast. And now I want to let you know what I plan on doing moving forward. So with this investing challenge, where I'm trying to do growth investing and dividend investing, I noticed that right now it's kind of hard to find strong dividend companies that pay a high dividend. The odds are not stacked in the favor of the dividend company per se, because all of the high dividend paying companies are cutting their dividends, and most of the really good growth companies are experience a lot more volatility. So this is a very uncertain time in the economy, and there's either two schools of thought that you can either pursue, and that is that this is the best time to invest in the stock market or it's the worst time to invest in the stock market. So I'm leaning very heavily towards that this is the best time to invest in the stock market, because in my life personally, I remember the end of 2018 when the stock market dropped a whole bunch of points, and I really wished I had started investing at that point in the market, but I thought that it would go down a lot more than it did, but it ended up recovering so fast. So I'm going to take a risk right now and begin my investing journey now. And if it doesn't work out, I can always just dollar cost my average through the recession and continue to add more money and just build my portfolio full of strong companies, not as much risk-based companies. With my dividend portfolio that I talked about today, my plan right now is to continue buying individual stocks. I talked about in my recent video that I am considering buying some ETFs, but the expense ratio on those high dividend ETFs were way too high. So moving forward, I just plan on continuing to buy individual stocks. I want to build this portfolio to about 20 or 30 stocks. So I'm well diversified in many industries, or most of the industries, and not too heavily invested in one particular industry. But I don't want to draw this video out too long. That's pretty much all I have for you today, guys. If you like this video and you enjoyed content like this, be sure to hit that like button, because it really helps boost my videos up in the YouTube algorithm and allows my content to reach more people. Also, I want to mention right now that only about 7% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you think my content provides value to you and you actually learned something new in this video, then go ahead and hit your boy with that subscribe button. You don't have to hit the notification bell unless you really want to, but hit that subscribe button and support the channel, as I'm trying to grow and provide valuable content to as many people as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys.